Hey friends, I want to talk about something that came up in a conversation yesterday, which is the concept of paying it forward. And, all of us receive help at different times in our lives. We wouldn't be alive if we hadn't been helped. We wouldn't be alive if we hadn't been loved and supported in one way or another. Of course, there have been challenges and hardships, and some of us had difficult upbringings and whatever, but you just wouldn't be alive hearing this video if you hadn't been helped and loved and supported in one way or another. And, I think most of us have had some kind of mentor or, older brother, sister type figure that really helped us in one form or another. And really, we need that kind of help throughout our lives, where we have different mentors or coaches or advisors or people who support us in different ways. And we need advice to get to each new stage of life. And we don't have to figure it all out on our own. And we can hear from people who've gone before. And that's just part of the process, and it's part of how living a full, vibrant life as a human works. Is you talk to your elders, you seek out counsel, you seek out mentorship and advice, and sometimes people give it to you and they bring it to you, and sometimes that helps us quite a bit. It even changes our lives, where it's like, I don't know how I would have done this without that person's help, and they made things possible for me that I wouldn't have even thought of otherwise. I wouldn't have believed that were possible. And this tends to compound, where the more help we receive, the more that we actually act on and implement and put into play in our lives, the more help we're able to receive after that and to implement and put into play in our lives. Like, it just keeps going. And that's really good, because it means that your life becomes a kind of upward spiral where you get better and better, and there's always new challenges, and they're increasingly more challenging, but you learn more and more, and then you're also able to help more and more people. And at a certain point, if you're receiving this much help, it can be overwhelming, where you're like, why is this person helping me? Or do I really deserve this? Or how am I ever going to pay them back? Like, some people help you so much. Like, some people, at the limit, someone could literally save your life, or someone will help you get a job that, provides you income that helps you feed your family or pay off your house loan or your college debt or whatever. And it's like, wow, how could I ever repay this? This person gave me this gift, and how could I ever repay this? And on the one hand, that's a really natural response, because it's appropriate to know just how much people have helped us, and to be aware of that, and to be humble about that, and be grateful for that. But on the other hand, the thing to do is to pay it forward. The person who is helping you tremendously has almost certainly been helped as much or more by other people in the past that helped them. And so they're passing the baton to you. They're saying, hey, here you go, I'm helping you. They are paying it forward, the help that they have received in the past. And it's always been that way. It's just always been that way in civilization. We are a product of our ancestors and those who came before us. And the way that we repay those that have helped us is to pay it forward and help the next person, and be a mentor, or be an advisor, or be a coach, or a parent, or whatever it is. There's so many ways to pay forward the help that you've received. And it doesn't have to be in the exact same way, but when you get an opportunity to help someone, you're like, oh, I should help this person. I've received help before, and this person needs help, and I'm able to give them this help, and it's not even difficult for me. Often in these situations, for the person giving help, it's actually pretty easy. You're just like, well, I think you should do this thing. And a sentence even can change someone's life for the better. Where it reframes something or makes some new action or choice possible that the person didn't even consider. And it's not like it's, some big adventure that they went on to help you. It's just some advice, or asking some questions, or sharing a book, or whatever. All of these things can be disproportionately impactful in changing someone's life. And when you receive that kind of benefit, the thing to do is to pay it forward and to look for opportunities to help other people and to support them in ways that benefit them. And as you take care of your own life, if you go through different challenges that life has in different chapters, if you are applying what you learn and implementing the advice you receive and the support that you are given, then you're going to be in a position to help more and more people and to help them more and more deeply. And so you're going to have lots of opportunities to help people and to pay it forward. So you just notice those opportunities and then you do pay it forward. And it feels good. It feels good to be grateful for the help that we received. And it feels good to be generous in paying it forward and to help, someone who is the next generation, or someone who's younger, or someone who's going through a problem that you had before, or whatever it is. They don't necessarily have to be literally younger than you, but it feels good to share what you've learned and the hard-earned knowledge and experience and wisdom that you've learned and to pay it forward. And so, yeah, if you've received help and mentorship and guidance, advice from other people, which all of us have, then the thing to do is to pay it forward. And if you've received a lot of help, then the thing to do is to pay it forward a lot. Look for opportunities. And, to some extent, that's a big part of why I do what I do, just like anyone else, is I've received a lot of help, and a lot of people held my hand and helped me get through challenges and helped me see things from new perspectives, or gave me opportunities, or gave me money or practical support, or fed me or housed me, or, whatever it was. I've received so much help over the years that if I consider that, it could be immensely overwhelming to be like, how could I ever pay this forward? But then it's just like, well, help all the people that you can that are in front of you in the ways that you can. And if someone comes to you asking for advice and you have it, then give it. And that's where writing my blog posts come from, or making these videos, or any of the other projects that I do. It's like, yeah, I just want to pay it forward, and I want to help as many people as I can, as deeply as possible, and be of maximum deep benefit. And of course, I still need help. I still receive help. I still receive support. I still receive counsel and advice. And in fact, as I level up in my life, I need more advice and more counsel. And there's more challenges, because you just kind of level up into a new level or a new arena of challenges or areas of life that you haven't encountered before. But there's always people who you can learn from and whose support and counsel is of benefit. And there's always someone that you can help that needs your advice or support and who's asking for it. It's really important, of course, that people actually want your advice, that they're actually asking for it, or if they're not, you can ask if they're open to it. But, unsolicited advice does not tend to go well. It doesn't tend to be well received, at least in my experience. I don't like when other people give me unsolicited advice, even if it's good advice. It really annoys me, which is maybe a character flaw on my part, but who amongst us is lacking character flaws? Anyway, if you've received help and support from others, then you can be grateful for the help that you've received, and you can pay it forward by offering what help you can to those that ask for it, that need it. I'd be curious to hear your thoughts about these topics, and any help that you've received, or how you like to help other people, how you like to pay it forward. And in the meantime, I am sending you love. Take care, friends. Bye.